Welcome to the channel once again. My name is Kyle the Rancher. I appreciate you for watching this channel. This is my little town. It's where I chill in the evenings. I know you can't believe this, but it's a fact. The whole point of this video is to actually give you a farm tour, and I show you the kind of land that you need if you're going to go into goat farming and you're serious about it. You need this type of land. The first characteristic of a good plot or chunk of land for your goat farming should be not so far away from the city centers. I know this is not a city center, this is just a small little town, but this can link you to a lot of other towns. It's very important to be as near as possible, because if you're far away, nobody will be able to reach you and buy your goats. You understand? Another very, very important factor that your land should possess, or a characteristic your land should possess to make it good for your goats, is a water source. Make sure when you're buying land, make sure it has a water source. As you can see, this is a trough that's at a watering spot, or a well. You can call it a well. Now, this watering spot is a very, very important factor at your farm for your goats or cows. Now, we have cattle that feeds here, of course. They take their water here 3 times a day. But I intend to move all the cattle from this area and just leave it to the goats only. Now, as you can see, it's a bit bushy. It's really, really bushy, and these bushes are very, very good for goats. The goats will clean this place themselves. I intended to leave it this bushy so the goats can come and clean it themselves. This is so much feed for as many goats as about 1,000, and I think we're good to go. But back to the main point, it's very, very important to have a water source, okay? Before you are duped into buying land. Land without a water source is not really productive. Also, as you can see just over there, we have some overgrown napier. Now, this napier is the local one. In the local language, we call it embingo. I think in Luganda they call it emuli. Yes, it's called emuli. And it's good. It's good for the goats, it's good for cows as well. So this spot is really, really self-contained. As you can see, I am picking some water. I have my boys up there. They are digging holes for the small house, the worker's house that we're going to put up. The holes are a bit hard, they're a bit rocky, so we're trying to soften them with some water. So as I cannot dig with them, because I tried, but my hands are as soft as they come, I think it will take me a while to adjust to being hard here at the farm. But at least I can, fetch for them water, and it helps soften the ground, so we can, cover a lot of ground together faster. This very morning, I am really begging you, my friend. I know you're watching, and I appreciate that you've been watching for a minute now. But please, have you subscribed? Kindly check again. Have you subscribed? If not, please, kindly, my friend, subscribe to this channel so we can grow together. I also would appreciate some advice from you if you want me to, if I'm doing things wrong, because I'm also learning. All I have is just land, and I need to learn. There's so much more I need to learn here at the farm so I can make it perfect. There is one other thing that I appreciate about this farm. It has a lot of these. What do you call these in your language? We call them ebichindo in my language, in my native Runyachitara Ruchiga. Here's the thing, yeah? These things provide the best shade ever, like ever. They're very, very good shade, and they can also be good mulch, like really, really good mulch for your gardens, especially if you're doing like tomatoes or banana plantation. Down this side, I also have I have quite many at the farm, yeah, quite many. And the lower side, this side, I want to also put some crops, yes, because I need to be able to be self-sustaining here at the farm. I need to feed my own people here at the farm. So this lower end, I'm going to put some banana plantations. I'm going to grow some beans, also grow some ground nuts, and a lot more other sources. And as you can see as well, I have quite a bit of trees actually. A lot of trees actually, which will be able to help me in the construction of the major goat house, which is going to be our main project on these 20 acres of land that is here. So yeah, it's quite exciting times, I'm telling you. For me, just being here, it satisfies me in so many ways, you know. And of course, a lot of people still think I'm mad for making this kind of decision to go to the farm, you know, live the sweet life, the soft life, speaking on the microphone and being liked by girls. Oh, that is vanity, man. It's actually crap. Then there is one other thing that a lot of people won't tell you. You see this red soil thing, yeah? It's an anthill. These anthills are the best for goats. They really love to chill up there, yeah? They just love playing up there. So if you find your land and it has some bit of anthills, oh my God, that is gold for your goats. And I have so many of them. I think I have probably 100 of them on this plot alone. Guys, there is something beautiful I love about this farm. So the neighbor who was occupying this place used to have a house just over there. And look guys, look, I have national water. This is crazy. This is beautiful, I'm telling you, man. So I won't have to struggle a lot with watering my goats or, you know, washing my clothes. Because, I mean, you saw the other type of water. Clearly, it cannot wash a white shirt. It will definitely stain it. But I have clear national water right here. So what I'll do is just put a water spot, a tap, yeah? Wow. This is beautiful, man. Then there is something that goats love. It perplexes me because it has a lot of thorns, eh? Look. It has a lot of thorns. And in many areas of this tropical region, especially the western part of Uganda, it has a lot of them, and goats adore it. It's full of protein, and they are called, we call it obugando. I don't know what they call it in your language, or if you have them at all. The goats really love them. Then there is also this sort of tree. It equally has thorns, but it's also a very big delicacy for goats. Very big, yeah. Then I actually have quite a number of them. Beautiful flower over there, but it also has thorns. Yeah, goats love this. My God, goats love this. I last saw this when I was a kid, man. It's been a while. You see this thorny thing? This thorny little tree? A goat will celebrate just at the sight of this tree. I think you guys can hear the excitement in my voice. Yeah, I don't think I've been this happy. I'll be honest. In the office, I was miserable, man. Miserable. Look at this. This is just life, guys. It's life. Same thing. These are great feeds for goats. Lovely flower. Wow, it's something I've seen. We used to play with when we were young. There's we used to call them entobo. Yeah, they are called entobo. That's a fact. What do they call them in your language? Apparently, there are certain myths about this thing. You know, is it true though? Is it true amongst ladies? You know what I'm talking about. They apparently use it for something very, very significant. Something beautiful as well. Ntobo. Fantastic. Then guys, what do you call this? Yeah? We use it here a lot for hedges, like to demarcate land. Say the other side is another neighbor, yeah? And then this side is us. And it's been effective for centuries here, especially in Uganda. I don't know if in your country you have this. In my language we call it orienge. I don't know what it's called in Uganda, because in the Uganda region it's not actually there. I've not really seen it. And when you break it, there's some sort of milk that comes out. Yeah? And if this milk goes into your eyes, my God, it's painful. It's really painful. But it's very good. It's very good for demarcation. As you can see, the whole place is under lock and key. So no neighbors can come in and, graze their cattle or their goats in here. But of course, when you have goats, they usually tend to find small parts. They create some small parts through these particular sort of trees. So I think what I'll do is to probably add a little bit of mesh, maybe, because even if you use barbed wire, goats will always go through. I might have to use some mesh in some areas where I can, where I can handle, because it's expensive and you cannot really mesh the whole area, the whole 20 acres. It's a lot of money. I don't really have that kind of money yet. As you can see, I still have more trees. That will help in a lot of construction at the farm. And I'm very excited about it. Very, very, very excited about it. Let's just continue with that tour. I need to get to the extra end, because when you get to the upper part of the farm, you can actually see most of it down this side. Yes. Trees. Some more palms. Vishindo, I don't know what you call them in your language, but they are pretty fantastic for shade and mulch. Yep. Let's continue. I can see some chicken here. So these chickens come from the other neighbors. They come from the neighbors and they come to scavenge around here. This means I'll be able to also, have my own chicken at the farm, just free ranging, It's going to be exciting. So when I need some chicken meat, I'll be able to have a chicken perhaps every weekend, straight from the farm. Now this other end is a bit much more cleaner because it does feed a lot of cattle. Cattle comes here, as you can see. This is cow dung, and cow dung is very good for mulch as well, and manure, not mulch. Manure, once it's dried, you can apply it in your plantation. You can apply it in your tomatoes, in your beans, even in the goat feeds that I intend to have here on this particular part of land. Now, the whole ranch is way bigger. It's much bigger. It's just that it's not in the same place. There are some neighbors in the middle, but the whole ranch is approximately 500 acres. It's pretty big, but of course most of it is family land. You might think, 500 acres, where does this guy get 500 acres from? Now, of course, the old man has been investing for a long time, so yeah, he inspired some of us to also get land that belongs to us. As you can see, this there's a gentleman who's been making poles to construct the house, that house that the boys are working on right now. Today I think he didn't come through because a neighbor on the village died, and when a neighbor dies on the village, the whole village does not go to work. That's just how the culture is. That's the norm of Ugandans. It's something that we've grown up with. If a neighbor on the village dies, you do not work that day. I remember when we were little, once a neighbor passed or somebody on the village, I'll be very glad to stay home. I know it sounds stupid. I'll be very glad because my mother would make us work so hard. My mother was a workaholic, and now she's in her 60s, a bit frail, but God is still protecting her with her old man as well. So this is all part of the farm. Like I said, I have 20 acres over here, and I'm going to be, utilizing this for goat production. As you can see, the house is way over there. Way over there. You see that guy in red? Yes, that's where the house is. It's pretty far. It's pretty far. Yes. So, let's just move around, see what the farm looks like. So I start from way up where you see this tree over there. That tree is where the axis is, and just across is another neighbor. Across, that's another different hill altogether. Let me see. These are very good for goats. These are very good for goats. Very good feeds for goats. They love it. So all the way down. I'll take you to the other end, extreme end of the farm, so we can take a look as well. So guys, like I told you, there's also a lot of this. This is also very good for goats. It's a very thorny plant. I don't know what you call it in your language. In my language, we call it echtojo. Echtojo, yeah. It's thorny, but the goats really love it. So when you're looking for a spot for your goats, kindly consider some of the feeds that are actually in the farm, yeah. Said Obugando, yeah, the one with the thorns. They really love it. But one other thing, there's so many trees in actually the whole 500 acres. There is this. Now this, if you are a cattle keeper, you would know what this is, right? If you're a cattle keeper, and especially in Uganda, you know what this is, yeah? This tree is called omurama. We have a lot of these murama trees on the farm, like thousands. But I don't know why goats don't eat them. I wish they did. They're actually beautiful trees, But I wish the goats ate Mirama. Yeah, I really wish. But this particular tree is, for me growing up, because this is a newly acquired farm. Growing up, we never really used to have this. This is a bigger Murama tree. And what I remember about this Murama tree is it has a good scent. Very, very good scent. And I remember my mother, after churning the milk for ghee, yeah? Actually before putting in milk, so it can, what's the word? Does it ferment? Does milk ferment? Yeah, so you put in the milk in a guad, and then it stays there 1 or 2 days. Then I guess the word is ferment. And so after a while, then we really shake it vigorously so they can churn out proper ghee. And this used to be used, you put it in the fire so it creates some sort of smoke, and then you put it in the gourd before and then after. So the milk, the yogurt that comes out smelled so good, smelled so heavenly. So this is what I remember these Mirama trees for. Yeah, they were really good at that scent. They have a good scent, but they're also good firewood. As you know, most people in the villages use a lot of firewood. There's no gas. We don't really use electricity to cook. We use firewood, and they're really good. So as you can see, this also is good for goats. And what that tells you, like I said earlier, it means that there is another anthill here. So the goats are really, really gonna have a blast. You see all these trees? All these are Murama trees. All of them. They're really good for shade as well. I'm very glad I have them, because I intend to use this whole spot for as a playing area for the goats. So if they don't eat the Mirama, then the Mirama can work as, they can work as shade for the goats. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be lovely. See, this is still a bigger hedge. The hedge continues, demarcates from the other neighbor. So like you see just across, somebody is burning. It's now, as I speak, I'm recording this on the 31st of July. So people are getting ready to plant. The planting season is coming, and it starts around late August. As you can see, there's some sugarcane down there. The neighbor has some sugarcane. Now that lower area is where I have my water source as well. So it's quite a distance. Then I love this tree. Love this tree with the birds in it. This is going to be a very good shade area for my goats. They're gonna love it. Then let me just take you to the extreme end of the farm. You see all these Mirama trees. These leaves, there must be something medicinal about them. I could be sitting on a lot of money here. I need to do some research. These are so many Mirama trees. Besides them being good for dairy farmers and good for, gourds that are used to churn milk, what else can we use these Mirama trees for? Before, I actually wanted the goat house to be here because of the stones. They really love playing on the stones, on top of the stones. But unfortunately, it was a bit hard. I could not really dig here to construct a house. It was going to be pretty tough for me. But also this place will be a nice chilling spot for the goats. Perhaps along the way I'll have to construct something here so that the goats can actually chill on these stones and have a good life. So you see how that hedge goes. So it goes like this. It gets to that corner over there. Yeah, right there. And then it goes down like this until that other corner as well, that one, and then comes back like this down where you see a jackfruit tree right there, and then goes all the way and then goes down over there where you see some eucalyptus trees right there, and just below the eucalyptus trees is my water source. So folks, that's been the tour of the farm, and I really hope you've seen the kind of grasses I have at the farm, and these are the grasses that really can help your goats thrive. Yeah, because a cow is not going to really enjoy here because there's not enough grass. You know, cows don't really enjoy stony, bushy areas. Cows love, good grass, just like sheep. Sheep also love good grass. They don't really entertain ugly spots like this. But goats, my guy, they love it. Anthills again. More anthills. I said 100? No. I must have more than 200 anthills on this land. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, if it really appeals to you, or it inspires you in any kind of way, please kindly subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel and let's grow together, because I want this channel to grow. I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers right now. Let's start this. It's a campaign, the road to 10,000 subscribers. Please, let's make it at least by December 31st. We have 4 months to do this. 10,000K. Let's do it. Have a lovely day, guys. Thank you for being patient with me. Take you through the farm. Again, some people might take it as he's showing us what he's got. No, that's not my intention. I just want you to come to the farm. I want you to acquire some land. I want you to come and feed the nation, feed the continent, feed the world.